G'day guys, welcome to my Rxys feature video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Hyundai Aleague for week 13's predictions for 2020 guys, so let's get started. So the first game of that round we see the Western Sydney Wanderers going up against the Brisbane Roar. They are playing right now. I didn't realise it was a Wednesday night football. I do apologise if I'm doing a late review on this game. I know for a fact that this game can be a very good one. I know for a fact that Western Sydney Wanderers are a very good team. I know for a fact that Western Sydney Wanderers are a great team, but sometimes they can lose, sometimes they can win, but they are a huge team to beat sometimes. But I know for a fact that the Brisbane Roar are a very good team. But for this one here, I'm definitely going to go with the Brisbane Roar 2-1 on this one, and I reckon that this match will be a very secluded match. I'm not too sure why the hell is it on Wednesday night. I didn't realise it was on Wednesday night, so I do apologise about that. But yeah, I'm going to go with this club because Brisbane Roar need to win this game. They are due for a win. I know for a fact that Western Sydney Wanderers, need to win, but it's very hard to pick for a couple of games of football that just need to work things through. But sometimes when you get these matches going up against your favourite team, they tend to lose, and then they lose or win. But I'm not too sure about this one. But I'm going to go with the Brisbane Roar on this one, 2-1. Hopefully they can win up against the Western Sydney Wanderers, and I'm going to go with them with my heart and soul. The next game of this game, we see the Melbourne City going up against the Western United. I really think that if Western United can be a very good club, it's definitely for this side. I'm not too sure if they can win a game because sometimes they can lose and then win a couple of games of football. But Melbourne City are a great club. I'm not too sure about this one because Melbourne City can be a very difficult team to beat, but then they can be very confusing team to say, like they're going to combine their players into a right position and right attack. But I'm not too sure about this one. Hopefully they can beat the Western United on this one. I'm definitely going to go with the Melbourne City, and I'm going to go with 2-0 on this one, and hopefully they can win it up against the Western United, because if not, I'll definitely be disappointed. But really for a fact that I know that this game can be an absolutely great game, and for Melbourne City, they can put on a lot of fight and a lot of show and entertainment. But what I can say is also, I reckon that if this game can be a very good game of football, it's definitely going to be the Melbourne City anyway. I'm definitely going to go with them because hopefully if they can be a very thoughtful team, they can be a lot of hard games in it. So I'm definitely going to go with the Melbourne City on this one, and I'm definitely going to go with 2-0. I reckon that if this game can be an absolutely great game, Western United will probably struggle, and I don't know what to say about it because really for a fact, Western United are just low-key and they aren't playing their right football, and they're just very disappointing club to say that they can lose or win for these type of matches anyway. But yeah, 2-0 it is. I'm definitely going to go with Melbourne City on this one. The next game of this round, we see the Wellington Phoenix going up against the Central Coast Mariners. Okay, this one is going to be hard because these two clubs are very low-key. They can be very difficult in these type of matches. I'm not too sure about this club. I reckon that if Central Coast Mariners can be a very hard team to beat, they can. But for this match, Wellington Phoenix have proven themselves very well. Sometimes they can win a match, but they've lost so many matches, and they were on the bottom of the ladder, but I'm not too sure if they still are, because I know for a fact that sometimes they can win a game, and they have been. And really, for a fact, also, they've won up against the Sydney FC 2-1 anyway. But also, for a fact, is I'm not too sure about this one. They can win a game, but it is quite confusing. These two clubs are very confusing. I just think that if this match can be a very huge, tight, exclusive match, it's definitely going to be this one. But these two clubs are very low-key. So I'm definitely going to go with the Central Coast Mariners, and I'm going to go with 3-0. Hopefully they can win up against the Wellington Phoenix. They are my team, like, really, because I also live in the Central Coast anyway. But yeah, so really for a fact that if the Central Coast Mariners can basically win a game, it's definitely for them, because they've proven themselves they can win a game of football. But I'm not too sure about this one, because they have lost up against the Perth Glory 3-0, and they've just embarrassed themselves. But I'm definitely going to go with this one. I'm definitely going to go with 3-0, and hopefully they can beat the Wellington Phoenix anyway. The next game of this round, we see the Sydney FC going up against the Adelaide United. These two hard clubs, these two teams, I'm not too sure about this one. They are a very good team. Sydney FC are a very, very hard team to beat. Sometimes they lose. I think they've lost like around 5 or 3 matches. I reckon though, they are still a great football side. They've proven themselves very well, but I reckon for a fact that this one can be very crucial into their attack. But sometimes though, they aren't locable, and sometimes they just be very terrible in their attack, but it's for the Adelaide United side. I just think that if this game could be a very good matchup, it's these two clubs, but they are versing each other, and it's going to be a very hard game to say that I'm not too sure I'm going to go for this one. I'm not too sure if I'm going to go for that one. But these two matchups, I'm not too sure. But though, I'm going to go with the Sydney FC on this one. I'm going to go with 2-0 or 2-1. So I'm definitely going to go with 2-1 actually. Hopefully they can beat Adelaide United. I recommend, if they do for a fact, they probably won't. I reckon Adelaide United will come back and also beat the Sydney FC. But hopefully if the Sydney FC can win, it's definitely for them, because I'm going to predict them 2-1 anyway. And hopefully they can beat the Adelaide United side, because Adelaide United are a very good club, but it's very hard to pick who is going to win and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to go for them. Hopefully they can beat the Adelaide United side, and yeah, hopefully if they can, they probably are a better team to watch. And finally, the next game of this round, we see the Melbourne Victory going up against the Newcastle Jets. Okay, so, excuse me again. I reckon this one's a tough one though. This one's a very confusing, hard thing to say. But I know for a fact that if this matchup can be a very good match, it's definitely the Melbourne Victory side, because they are a good team. But for the Newcastle Jets, though, I'm not too sure on this one. If they can be a very attacking team in the comp, they need to be visible. They need to be hard into attack, because if they can be like a club, a very good club, they need to set the boundaries right, because formations of them, it's basically terrible, and they need to win the game. So I'm basically going to go with the Newcastle Jets. They need to win. They are due for a win, so I'm going to go with them, and I'm going to go with 2-0 on this one. So hopefully they can beat the Melbourne Victory anyway. But I know for a fact that if this club can be a very good club, it's definitely for them, because they are a very astonishing team, but they're just need to be solid and need to be astonishing into their attack. But if this club though can be a very hard club for some other reason, it's definitely going to be complicated because I'm not too sure. But I'm going to go with 2-0. Hopefully they can beat the Melbourne Victory side, and yeah, hopefully if they can, they are a good team to watch. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I will be doing a couple of videos coming to you guys soon. Also, I'll be doing a couple more videos coming to you guys soon, so stay tuned for more. Plus, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and for this video and also more videos. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, and have a good one, guys.